What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? What up, world? You know who it is. You know what time it is, man. It's your boy OG Tech, man, aka the household name. The streets love to hate. You know what I'm talking about? Tonight we got a great show. Got the homie Down Pat coming through. But before we do that, man, let me I'm still trying to figure this stream y'all out, but I want to make sure that I do everything, trying to get better and better with this thing. So let's get to my commercial. Yeah. It's 24/7 Hip Hop Radio, man. This is the independent music movement. I am your host, OG Tech, aka the household name the streets love to hate. Better known as I really don't care if you don't like me or not. You know what I'm talking about. We got the homie DP coming through, man. Great artist, man. Another one of my brothers. Y'all already knew we had On Point on last night. Tonight, man, we got DP, the man himself, representing Orlando, Florida. Before we get into it, we're going to do it like we always do, man. We're going to get into one of his songs, and then we're going to bring him on, and then we're going to get started with the interview, man. So let me play one of his tracks. It's called Coping, featuring Mr. Servon. You dig?
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
That shit right here go hard, boy.
I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been going through it, man. Look, I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been going through it, man. I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been a long road, Lord willing, got a long way to go. All alone, I think I blow my only fears to die alone. In this series of events, it's just another episode of a young man's old soul trying best not to go gold. I've been a victim and an offender of mental benders. Befriended the likes of all real pretenders. It all cost me more loss left to remember. I feel it daily, especially in May and December. I may need to apologize to certain members. I've lost my mind through the struggle, along with that my temper. That are results of the disappointments and anger penta. All I can do is say sorry for how I've been going through it, man. I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been going through it,
24/7 Hip Hop Radio.
I'm trying to cope,
No skinny jeans
the
business.
stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been going through it, man. No doubt. Long way to go, flow willing. And we all have our doubts. So long enough to be villains. Been a victim of my own feelings. Be lying to say that I'm fearless. Ain't listening just cause you hear it. If you listening, can you hear this? Just a blind hope. We all trying to cope in the world that kills your spirit. Bullshit at every turn. Not a one way, can't steer it. Here today, then gone tomorrow. Losing those that we cherish. Trapped in this world's rat race. Stressed to death, not careless. Preoccupied, just trying to survive. But the few actually thrive. But you feel like why try when it's all death by design? Cause it's in our nature to strive. Scars help us remember. Love helps us move forward. And faith keeps us recented. And don't need no more to resent the pain from people in past. Only need a reminder, remember memories of people that's past. Forgive and forget. Live, love, and laugh. Cause it all disappears in a blink in the flash. Been going through it, man. I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Part of life's to accept the things I can't control. Been going through it, man. Look, I'm trying to cope, stay battling the stress. I'm trying to keep hope. They say nothing comes easy. I guess so. Let's go. Part of life's to accept
24/7 hip-hop radio. No skinny jeans
making
business.
money will make this world love me. All it did was make my family hate and say fuck me. My best friend died. He left me by myself. Yeah, I'm fucking mad, D. You left me with no help. I sold a bunch of fucking records and ain't nobody care. Sometimes I wanna die, cause this life ain't fair. My mama fighting old timers, I'm always crying. Do you know how it feels to see your mama slowly die? All I want is fucking love, and some tight hugs. All I get is fake love, and some petty drugs I wrote before I die. And it's coming fucking back. My country even more racist with this coward president. I'm feeling dead around the corner like my name was Pop. This pain I'm going through ain't gon' never fucking stop. If I take my fucking life, y'all label me a bitch. I know I can't quit, but I'm tired of all this shit. I'm praying things get better, that's why I'm writing these letters. Dear Lord, touch my soul, my heart getting cold. Dear Lord, hold my heart, my life falling apart. I'm a soldier and I'm bending, Lord. I'm bending, Lord. I'm tired of all this bullshit. I can't cope. I'm rolling all this weed just to fucking smoke, to make it all go away. I'm tired of seeing ghosts. My best friend died, and I don't give a fuck no more.
Yo, what up?
What's going on? Good, sir. How are you?
What's going on?
Oh, man, chilling, man. Thanks for having me on the show again, man.
Hey, no problem, bro, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, brother.
Man, for anybody that doesn't know, I go by the name of Down Pat, MC from Orlando, Florida, by way of Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. That's about 30 minutes outside of Miami for anybody that's not familiar with Florida. But
man.
yeah, man.
Good to have you on, brother. You know, we had we had On Point on last night, man. So, you know, it was only right to have you right behind him, man. So good to have you on, brother. For real, man.
I appreciate that, man. The honor's mine, though.
So tell me about the music scene out there in Orlando, man.
Man, I'll tell you, man, I haven't really been too much into especially with COVID, doing anything as far as shows or any events or nothing like that, man. When I was heavy in the rotation of the whole thing, it's, you know, you had some of your little hole in the wall, little bars and shit where people would do like open mic, you know what I'm saying? Or you'd have like some of these like like battle type things going on, you know what I'm saying, like events and shit. But for the most part, there's a lot of talent, but Orlando's never really gone off the map because, like the story, a lot of people I'm hearing from elsewhere as well. And you just, you know how rappers are, man. People are just crabs in a bucket, man. So, you know, really haven't had anybody pop, man. I mean, we had like Granddaddy South and dudes like that, and then like Smiles and South Star. No knock to them, but I mean, you know. But you know what I'm saying. It's just the same thing everywhere you go, man. I think in the interview last night with On Point, man, he said Texas was a cool scene, man. That's a rarity that I hear people show love like that. So I might have to head out to Texas one of these times.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
Yeah.
So man, How did you get into music?
Oh man, I was a fan first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My older sister and my cousin Joey. Well,
Okay.
my cousin Joey used to listen to like Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Two
Mm-hmm.
Live Crew, a lot of them
Okay.
Foul
Okay.
Crew stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my sister was into the West Coast. You know, Lady of Ray's, Warren G, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. You know all that stuff. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So
Death Row.
yeah, but yeah, big time. So it was funny because my sister and my cousin kind of influenced me on that, and then like once I heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, it was a wrap.
Okay.
No pun
Okay.
intended. You know what I'm saying? I was just
Right.
I heard him and absolutely a fan first. You know, we emulate first, so
Mm-hmm.
I would try to learn the verses and shit and nail
Right.
the verses, try to rap fast. You know what I mean? And then Twister came out. And to be honest with you, man, I never really thought about rapping until the
Mm-hmm.
game kind of got kind of lame style wise. And then I'm just like,
Right.
man, I'm not entertained anymore. Not to sound like a hater, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I stopped being entertained, and that pushed me to start actually writing and entertain my damn self to get the sound I was looking for. So to
Right.
all y'all that suck, y'all the reason I'm here. So if you don't like me, it's your fault.
Right. So
But yeah,
man,
that's how I got into it.
that's dope to hear, man. That's dope to hear. So coming up, man, what you doing the music and all that good stuff, man. What was the first album that you put out?
You mean like official, or are we talking just like
Just
mixtape
just
fucking
just like
around?
mixtape fucking around. Yeah.
Oh man, bro, we're going back. Let's go back before tapes.
Okay. Oh,
let's start. Let's start with cassettes. Um,
cassettes. Okay.
yeah, and the reason I say that is because back in the day we didn't have software and Pro Tools, all that, so
Right.
you were bouncing around trying to find someone who actually had a real studio if you were
Mm,
serious enough and had the bread, and then
right.
if the person really had those connections. So long story short, the way we got around it is we would take two radios. People may have heard me tell this before in other interviews, but we'd take two radios. One would play the
Mm,
beat, and the other one we'd hit record and capture the instrumental. Like
okay.
industry instrumentals on singles and shit for CDs. And
Right.
we would just rap over that shit, write our own shit to it, and it would capture the beat and the lyrics and just,
Okay.
record and pause. So you couldn't really fuck up. You had to nail it. You know what I'm
Nailed it.
saying?
Right.
So, and we mostly did like freestyle shit. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Me, Rez the Sovereign, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I've known him for like 20 plus years, man. So,
okay.
um, and then Jay Carenza, my guy from Ithaca, New York. Yeah, man, him and I really were more serious with doing
Hmm.
the cassettes and creating like actual underground tapes. So
Okay.
that's where it started, was with cassettes. And then if we're talking like real albums, I didn't really drop an official album till Southern Majesty, which is in 2010. And that's
Okay.
like that's the first album I actually pressed up. You know what I mean? Me and my guy 50/50, rest in peace. He had just dropped his first press CD. It was called The Unveiling of 50/50. And I did all
Hmm.
the executive production, track listing, arrangement, the mixing on it. And I remember the day he got his record in, cracked the poly wrap off of it. It's just a different level. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I did Southern Majesty the same way, like about 6 months later. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And that was the first official. It was still underground. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on any platforms or nothing like that. But that's the first official with artwork. You know what I'm saying? The CD and the case. You know what I'm saying? And crazy thing is, we just went from cassettes to CDs, and now CDs are turning into dinosaurs. So it's like,
Right.
it's crazy.
Hey, and
You
that
know?
feeling,
So
man, that feeling when you first drop that, man, it feel good when you get your first official like CD or something, and you see the cover and you got the print all on it, man, and you putting out there, man. It's like, damn, man, I finally made it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and it's crazy that you say that, because you do feel
right,
that way, and it's a beautiful thing, because I look at it now, and I did the graphics for that shit on Paint. You know
right,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
Myself.
okay,
You know
right,
what I mean? So I see all the pixelation, and I see, because we've come so far since then.
right,
You know what I mean? So it's cool to see the progression, but at the time, you don't see the flaws. All you see is, I went from Sharpie markers to fucking handing people a CD that they got to rip the plastic off and shit.
right,
It just separated you from the bunch. You know what I mean? So it's been a
right.
cool ride, man. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So look, man, tell me about the South Hood Forever album, man.
South Hood Forever. All right. So South Hood was an imprint that was created by my guy 50/50, rest in peace, who passed away. That was my
Okay,
brother in music, big time. Him and Rez the Sovereign are like, my top number one, you know what I'm saying, music-wise. Our chemistry in the studio was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So 50 had the imprint of South Hood Productions. And under South Hood was his cousin Knowledge, the Don, KTD, his other cousin, which is KTD's brother Flame, K Black, Miss Jane, and 2G. So that imprint was getting ready to really take off heavy, and 50 was really carrying the torch for it and keeping everybody close knit. You know, you always got that one guy that kind of rounds everybody up. Well, when 50 passed in 2014, it kind of just dismantled everything. Even kind of pushed me out of what I was doing because it just knocked me off my pivot. You know what I mean? He was that guy that really believed in what I was doing. And when I was like, yo, fuck this shit, he was like, yo, no, fuck that. You need to go record right now because, you know, people need to hear this shit. So we kind of lost that. But I kind of tried to pick it up just to get everybody together for one last time for that record, South Hood Forever, after he passed, and just, you know, get everybody rounded up and just put something out in his honor. That's why you see his face up in the top left. You know what I mean? And just a big salute to him because his music was everything. So the best way you could have honored him was to keep his name going and just, you know, let people hear what he did and keep the imprint going. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So rest in peace to him, man. Yeah.
R.I.P. For real.
Yeah.
So how did you end up linking with because you and On Point, you know, y'all been working together for a while. How did y'all link? How did y'all like meet up to start putting music out?
Oh,
y'all
we
in two totally different places.
Right. Well, I mean, you can thank social media for that in many different ways. You know, that social media led me to a feature with T-Rock on a song called Sitting Low, which then got me an opportunity to be featured on T-Rock's independent underground compilation, Independence Day, Volume 1 and 2. And through that connection, I can't remember if it was me or On Point, but because at the time I was doing a lot of reaching out to people and doing a feature presentation compilation on my own with underground artists, just throwing everybody on everything.
Right.
So, anyways, back to my point. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, but I think On Point reached out to me, and basically he had heard me on the compilation, and one of us was like, "Yo, we gotta do something." So we did a track called Overnight, and it was me, On Point, and Fire. And then right after we banged that song out, we liked the way it came out. You know what I'm saying? The chemistry was sick. So from that, I had a feature with MC Mac called We In Here that I was working on. And I was like, yo, you know, you want to hop on this shit? And he was like, absolutely, MC Mac's dope. So, you know what I'm saying? He hopped on that. Fire hopped on that. We got my guy KTD a little bit later on it. And I believe Tec the General's on there too, if I'm correct. Yeah, from Snap Mode.
I remember that.
So,
I remember that song. We in here.
Yeah.
We in here. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up, man. So basically, so y'all met like during the time when he was putting that out. So I guess that kind of like got your communication with T-Rock. Now, where you at now with T-Rock? You know, you dropped a album with him. You got another one coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
How's it like working with him?
I mean, I could tell you, to be transparent about it, I mean, him and I have never been in the studio. A lot of people don't do music in the same studio anymore with online shit. It's more like a business move, but you know, him and I chop it up on the phone, throw ideas back and forth. Humble, real good dude. You know what I'm saying? Cool cat, phenomenal lyricist. He's cool to work with, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a business, so I throw him the bread. His features are phenomenal. You always get quality return and turnaround time on the feature for anybody that wants one. And his prices are beyond fair. You know what I'm saying? For what he should charge, in my opinion, for his caliber. But yeah, it's a business move, and me growing up being a fan of his, it's a cool move. It's something I always wanted to do, and I got my first taste of that when I did a record called Grind Life with Snap Mode Click and C-Rock. And we, you know, me and Snap Mode. Yeah, me and Snap Mode kind of put all our resources into the pot to get them on the record. You know what I'm saying? So we did that and came out phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Great record. And I always wanted to do a Down Pat and T-Rock being a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was on the bucket list. I had a song with him. And I actually had 2 songs with him because I did another one called Swinging with him as well that got on his Independence Day compilation too. So I always wanted to do that EP with him. So the EP is called Reciprocity. It's out right now. It's a lot different than I'd anticipated and thought in my head. You know, I think Grind Life was kind of like the way that I heard the old Down Pat and my style rapping with a T-Rock if I ever had that come to fruition, which it did. So on this one, I wanted to attack it a little bit different, man. I wanted to, you know, COVID was going on. It was done a lot of music. It's easy to just rap, rhyme, and talk shit. I was like, man, let me make something that could be memorable, that'll kind of stand the test of time. So
definitely,
you know, I just look for a lot of production that was very melodic, a lot of instrumentation. We got some singers on there, Maddie P from Pontiac, Melanie Rutherford from Pontiac. You're on there, you know what I'm saying? I got a song with OG Tech on there, had to get that. Got a song with On Point on there. You know, and if you notice, there's something that keeps on trending in what I'm saying here with these artists. Pontiac, Michigan, that city is like got so much talent. So man, just crazy talent in that city, man. So big salute to Pontiac, On Point, Snap Mode, Melanie, you know, Maddie P, everybody out there doing their thing. But Reciprocity was a great record, man, a very conscious record. You know what I'm saying?
It was,
very mature. Yeah. So man.
Yeah, that was a grown man damn album right there, man. That shit was real fire, bro. For real. It wasn't what I was expecting when I popped it in and I checked it out. I was like, okay, I know they about to get crunk on this shit, man. And it came on. I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this shit right here dope as fuck, man. So
it kind of it shifts you a little bit, but I wanted that because I wanted to come different than people expected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't even intentional. It was kind of just how I was feeling in the groove of things at the time. And even Rock was digging it too. I think the way T-Rock kind of defined it was more of a sultry record. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of just the groove we were in. Now I'll tell you this much: coming up, we got Solidarity. That's another EP. Definitely more in the boom bap sound, but there's some aggressive stuff on there too. There's conscious, but we got one in there called Lion Pride. And this is straight KRS-One battle rap, just digging. You know what I mean? And him and I went ape shit on it. So, you know, so, you know, we're going to get back to that. We just, you know, that's how we were feeling at the time.
Right, that's good shit, man. And something like that is what we need anyway, man. You know, just to change up, you know, because everybody's so used to hearing artists going one way, but then when you switch it up to show you can go another way, you know, and the creativity within that, man, you know, it always brings out the artistry of in people, man. So I think that's real dope, man. So big salute on that, man. Real
Appreciate
talk.
It. Man. Thank you for being part of it. To have a legend like yourself on there as well representing. That's that's huge, brother. Man. You know what I'm
saying? Anytime, man. You know, we family, brother. We family. So
you know that.
Right, so tell me about To the Death Entertainment. How long has this label been out? Is it more like a label, or it's just like your imprint that you just running with, or what?
It's just an imprint that I run with, man. It's been around since 2007. I actually had a different logo that was designed by my brother-in-law who does graphic artistry, and it's been changed since. But I had ambitions to make it into a label, and then it just never kind of came into fruition. I never really pushed it, to be honest with you. I was seeking some underground talent when I was doing like the feature presentation compilations and all that. A couple of people were kind of running with it, you know, like Jay Carenzai, Rez the Sovereign. They kind of would run with it just to show love, but I mean, it was never official. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's something I kind of run with on my own.
So how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now, man?
I'll tell you, man, if you asked me this 10 years ago, I would be hypercritical, you know, because the era that we come from is a very critical era, and rightfully so, because, you know, we come from an era where you step into this ring of hip hop, you need to have your own style. You need to have your own swagger. You need to have something to say. You gotta have skills, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you sounded like somebody else, you got clowned.
Right.
I mean, and the game has changed. Now it's like if you don't sound like everybody else, you ain't getting on, and people don't even want to hear it. So the culture of it has changed. But I kind of like some things about it too as I get older, because as I get older and understand having to take care of my own family, I realize that, we all go to work and do things, well, most of us, that we really don't want to do to make a paycheck to feed our family. So if somebody steps to you with a multi-million-dollar deal and, tells you to rap like this, that, and the third, because some of these guys are rapping about shit they ain't doing anyway. So,
Right.
I mean, it's easy for us to say what we would do in that situation when most of us haven't been offered that situation to begin with,
That's real.
and when it comes down to me keeping it real with a bunch of people that don't mean anything in my life, as opposed to my family, you may think different and go, hey, if I'm making this man rich for peanuts, why don't I get the boat and the yacht and have my family taken care of? So it's all relative, I think, man. I can't see myself right now changing what I do because I respect the culture and I just love it. It's helped me through a lot. You know what I mean? So I always try to represent it properly. I realize I'm a guest in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And as a guest, I make sure I wipe my feet off on the rug before I come in, watch my tongue, make sure when I grab the mic, I represent the culture properly. So that's what it ingrained in me. So I try to honor that, but it's just a different hustle, man. I say, to sum it up without babbling anymore, salute to anybody doing their thing, getting money for their family, because it's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? And I salute anybody as an individual that refuses to mold into anything or change. You know what I'm saying? It's a big salute to everybody, man. It's just there's no time for hating and judging anymore. You know what I'm saying? Whether just do you. If hip hop taught us anything, is at the end of the day, do you.
And that's real
And what you
talk.
say, there's consequences. So just be ready when you talk that there's consequences. So
Right.
so if you ain't living that life, have fun
Right.
with that when somebody sees you.
Yeah. We
Like
were
I
just
said to
talking
all
about
of
something like that earlier. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's real. So look, you're a big Notre Dame fan.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh man, you don't
I'm,
wipe your face. Look at that. He don't wipe his face.
oh man.
He wiped his face. What you wipe your face for, man?
I'll tell you like this. I love Notre Dame. Notre
Right.
Dame is the essence of my grandfather, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my grandfather was my heart. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that team, that's him and I watching that team on Saturdays. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll always love that team. Otherwise, I would have been a Canes fan. But he wasn't allowing
Okay.
that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, you don't watch
Right.
that shit. And I was like, all right,
Right.
whatever. I guess all right, holy Notre Dame, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love the team. Hey, we made the playoffs, man. Shit, we did better than Ohio State did against Bama, but I still think Bama took their foot off the gas real soon to save some injury and just
Right. Nope.
drug the game out.
Right.
Yeah. So
So
what were you getting at, sir?
I'm not done. I'm just scoot on past that question. I'm gonna scoot on past that question. So who your NFL team?
Damn, Tech. Come on now. Eagles, bro.
All right,
Philadelphia.
I'm
Again
gonna
though.
scoot on past that question. I'm gonna
But
scoot
hold
on
up, bro.
past that question because
Bro.
I don't even want to get into the bird talk. I don't even want to talk about
No.
birds, man.
Nah, I won't even go there, bro. But I do have to pin it down so anybody watching is like, what's up with you're from Florida, but you like Notre Dame and you like Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, and let's make it clear. I was an Eagles fan way before they ever won the Super Bowl. I was an Eagles
Okay,
fan when people clowned us. All right.
right.
So, anyways, that's my grandfather's team. He's from Kensington, Philly. So, it
Okay,
came with him, So that's what it is.
yeah. Well, we won't talk about my team. We're gonna go on to the next question because you done seen me have little spats on Facebook, man, about my team, man. I got a whole man
Yeah.
cave to paint.
Oh, I
I got
would,
all.
but you probably clip the interview if I started asking you anyway. He'd be like, "You're done,
Yeah.
done."
Hey, all right, man. Damn, we ain't got time for this.
Yeah.
So look, man, I asked this question earlier, to somebody, my homeboy Hash, and I wanted to know what your thoughts of it was.
All
All
right.
right. So if Biggie, Pac, the Big L, Big Pun, these artists were still alive, right? They all were still alive right now.
Pac.
Pac, yeah. If all these artists were still alive right now, all right.
Yeah.
Do you think hip hop would be the way that it is right now?
Oh, you asked a different question than what I thought. That's what I get for interrupting. Do I think it would be the
Oh, you
same?
thought I was about to do a top 5 or something?
Yeah,
No, no, no,
yeah.
no,
So
no,
I'm just
man.
like, I'm like, Pac,
No, man. No, no,
like
no,
that,
no,
like that
no.
annoying kid in the back of the
No,
class, like Pac.
no, no. Do you think that do you think so? It's a two-part question. Do you think hip hop will be the same as it is now? And two, do you think a lot of the young rappers that's out right now that don't have some like that don't have the respect for the people that laid the foundation? Do you think they'll have more respect for them now than they do?
All right, so part one, no, and part two, no. And the reason I say that is because we saw all of these guys at their peak, so we never had a chance to see them come back down to earth and become human and make something that wasn't so great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They died at their peak, so you'll always have them at that standard. Even the Paul McCartneys and people from rap groups and all genres, they eventually fizzle out because of age and time, and just they make too much damn music.
Right.
So part one, no, I don't think it would make a difference. And and also, I think the music would still have gone where it's going because generations and tastes change, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it but complain like the rest of us.
Right.
um,
Right.
and then part two, what was the second one you said? You said with the
Do you
respect
think?
them.
Do you think that they'll have more respect for the ones that came before them? Because you look at it, right? So I'm gonna just give you a prime example. So like, you had Tretch, and he came out with the youngsters. You had EPMD, you had Illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Dupri had Crisscross. So
Mm-hmm.
they was molding the young rappers coming up. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think that the younger rappers would have more respect for the game if these guys were still alive, because maybe they would have been working with a lot of these guys as they was transitioning into hip hop?
Unfortunately, no. I mean, we still got living legends now like Nas and Scarface that are still breathing, and it doesn't make
Hmm.
any difference. You know what I
Right.
mean? Great question though, but yeah, I just don't, because let's look at it like this. These young men and young women out here, they don't even respect their own mama. So I mean, how are they gonna respect OGs and shit?
Right.
And
Right.
shit like that. They have their own lane, and they look at us like your sound is old, and I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because it ain't the lingo
Right.
I hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think it would change anything, man.
You
To
don't
be
think?
honest,
Okay.
nah. I wish
Great
Pac would have
answer.
been around a little. I think Pac would have been around. I wish he would have been around longer to have been able to do what I think he was looking to do with One Nation. I think that would have been a
Right.
beautiful segment in hip hop to see. I mean, he had everybody like Buckshot, and he was reaching out to Scarface and people like. He had so many people on board for that, and it would have
Hmm.
been phenomenal. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to see it though.
Okay. That's what's up now. So
Yeah.
tell us about Mr. Servon, man. You have worked with, well, matter of fact, you have worked with a lot of legends, great artists, man. Mr. Servon, man, how did y'all link? I remember listening to him,
Yeah,
back in the day, bro. Like,
yeah.
how did y'all connect like that?
Well, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm a hip hop junkie. You see all them CDs back there? I am a junkie. All right. So
Right.
Servon was another one of them guys. I love No Limit. Beats by
Hmm.
the Pound. Love them all. Servon stood out to me. A lot of artists like, Mystical, Servon, Fiend, Mac. You know what I'm saying? Those guys stood out to me. So Servon's record, Life Insurance, really resonated with me though, because Servon was one of the ones where he would always he'd give you that gangster shit, but he'd also give you something heartfelt, something human
Right.
that anybody could feel, that you didn't have to do or live what he lived it to feel it as a human being. So Life Insurance really hit me deep. And then Heaven Is So Close, that song on there. Shit.
Hmm.
So um I'd reached out to him again. This is one of the blessings about social media, even with all the foolishness. I reached out to him online, you know what I'm saying, and
Okay.
asked him what his rate would be, and we negotiated, and then we formulated that song that you heard that you played before the show started, which was Coping. And I had another song that I actually sent over to him, and that one was going to be just a solo song because it meant a lot to me. I was going through a lot at that time. That was a transitional, if you can't hear it, in my life. So I thought to myself, why am I holding back one of my best pieces of work from a legend when he was going through a loss of somebody close to him. So I
Right.
hit him up and I called him. I said, "Hey man, I don't want to chop your ear up too long, but I got this song and with you said you was lost somebody close to you. So, if you really don't want to talk about it, you don't have to on the record. But I think this would be a good way for you to vent. You know what I'm saying?" And he heard the beat when I sent it to him, and he said, "Absolutely." And he sent it back, and you heard what he did to you. Heard
No,
what I
yeah.
love about that.
I can hear the
Yeah,
pain in it. Yeah.
you could hear the pain in his verse, man, and that authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so we did that record, man, and we kind of just chopped it up a couple times after that. The man is willing to talk to anybody that's respectful. He's very humble. He does not carry
Right.
himself like he's better than anybody. And he's always willing to give game. You know what I'm saying? He's
Mm-hmm.
always, he always gives you pointers, try to do this, try to do that. You know what I mean? He's thrown some opportunities where he actually, and this is where God is amazing. Not only did I get
Mm-hmm.
a chance to work with this gentleman, but I also got the opportunity where he let me structure and remaster Life Insurance, the 20th anniversary. You know what
Dope.
I'm saying?
Hell
And
yeah.
what he did was, me as a fan, he had not only put the record out and a nostalgic record like that and a classic, but he also did interviews in between where he gave you insight on what was going on in the studio, who was there, and what led to each track leading into each song. So it was kind of like an audio book almost with the songs.
Okay. Right.
So me, as I'm putting this together before anybody in the world has heard it, I'm like, this is how good God is, man. Like
Right.
he's blessing me with the opportunity to hear this, to put this track listing together. You know what I'm saying? And we just kind of work from there, man. And we got some more work on the way. You know,
Right. Yeah,
yeah,
man. I
good
tell you
dude though.
when I had talked to him, man, he definitely spoke highly of you, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him saying that like he one of the only, he's like, Down Pat, one of the only other person, man, that I'll let dang on handle my music and stuff, man. So he really spoke highly of you, man. So big
That's
salute on
crazy.
that, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking crazy, man. That's
that
that's
is
that's good
crazy.
shit. Yeah. So big
Yeah, God's
salute on
amazing.
that, man.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I think
God
that's
working.
kind of yeah. I
Go
think that's
ahead.
kind of why. Sorry about that. I think that's kind of
Oh no,
like
no.
the stage that I'm at with it. I'm willing for anything to go wherever it goes, but I've been so over blessed, in my opinion, just to myself, to
Right.
work with these people. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I mean, to work with people like you. You know what I'm saying? Like these are people that got roots in the game, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I mean, God is amazing. You
Yeah,
know?
man. Yeah. That's real dope. So what you got?
Yeah.
What do you got in store now? What's coming out, man? What you working on?
All right. So I got quite a bit of stuff coming. I'd say on the forefront right now, aside from what you, myself, and On Point are
Mm-hmm.
ready to hit people with. We got a song with Jerry Robinson, as On Point
Mm-hmm.
said, wink, wink, wink.
Right.
um, you
right.
know,
Y'all keep hitting me
yeah,
with it.
it's
It's
because
timing.
it's gonna be
It's a
so
timing
fire,
thing.
bro.
It's a
Yeah.
timing thing, and it's mixed and mastered perfectly.
Oh yeah.
And to let everybody know what he's talking about, man. So we got a song with Jerry Robinson from Strange Music, and it's two versions to the song. So one version
I didn't
is
even know
me,
that.
Jerry Robinson, On Point, and Down Pat. And the second version, the remix, is me, Jerry Robinson, and Red Boss. And it is
Mm,
freaking
that's fire.
crazy. So one is produced by Billion Beats, and the remix is is remixed by Sin.
Hmm.
Um, and if
That's
y'all
dope.
don't know Sin has produced for C Mob. His mentor is the legendary Traxter that produced for Twister. And
Nah, that's dope as hell, man.
he went up.
That's dope.
He just coming back from producing with Psychodrama. They flew him out to
Hmm.
Chicago. He's
Yeah.
doing his thing. So um it is definitely coming out, but the way that I'm dropping it is it's a timing thing. I'm just waiting on
Yeah.
some. So it is
We just
definitely coming.
poking at
Go
you
ahead.
because we're
Oh
excited.
no,
Yeah,
I know.
that's
But,
how excited we are about it, man. Just it's just man, that's why you do stuff like that, features and work with like collectives like us. You know what I'm saying? It's to get that energy. You know what I'm saying? And to push you. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man, we got that coming. We got our song with King Cash. We're working on.
yes, yep.
Um, we just did a song on Points PTSD coming
Mm-hmm.
soon with Little Kiki. You,
Little
me,
Key.
Little Kiki on Point. Melanie Rutherford.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. And then coming down the pipe here, like I said, another EP with me and T-Rock. It's pretty much done. I got a couple features and some mastering, but as you mentioned, sir, that is a process. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Got to get it right.
Got to get it right.
And,
You're right.
And yeah, we got an individual doing those masters. Mossberg, who also produces for T-Rock. He's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah. My Before the Wait. Yep.
Yeah, phenomenal producer. So we got Solidarity coming. We talked about that a little bit. And pretty much either before, might even be before that one, depending on the final master. But I got a little overseas project that's been in the making for, I'd say, a little over a year and a half, with my guy Taze. Taze from the UK overseas. It's me, Taze, producer named Strange Neighbor, and two other gentlemen. Forgive me, I can't remember the name. I'm terrible sometimes with names, but dope artists, man. You'll see it when we start advertising it. But it's basically an EP. It's 8 songs. It's gonna be called A Syllabus. Straight boom bap, hip hop, and this is another one of them records, man. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, man, but it's another one of them records. I didn't realize how good it was until I heard him send over the masters, and I hadn't heard it for over a year and a half. I forgot the stuff I wrote on it, and I'm listening to what we did to it. I'm like, wow, I can't wait to give this to the world, especially overseas. You know, they love hip hop overseas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure do. Oh, yeah.
So definitely excited about that one. I'm working on 2 solo projects. I'm incredibly picky when it comes to my own stuff, so I can't really tell you when it's gonna come. All I can tell you is one is gonna be again more of like a boom bap style, but I'm also doing another one that it's kind of been advertised as being called Sheep's Clothing, but I don't know if it's gonna actually be that finalized. But it's entirely produced. Yeah, it's entirely produced by Thundercat, who's also from the UK, and he's produced for like MC Mac, T-Rock, people like that. He's done a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of that Memphis sound is dope. So it's gonna be more along the lines of kind of like I'd say like a Prophet Posse horrorcore type album. I'm actually gonna delve into that, a darker side, because I keep giving everybody the light, so I gotta show them a little bit of grit here and take it back to the roots. So got those 2 working. I got a album coming out with Rez the Sovereign. You know, he's going to be entirely produced by Rez. Guy's a jack of all trades, man. Might even get Jay Carenzai out of retirement here and get him to bless something with me again this year. Shit, man. I'm trying to think what else I got, man. There's a lot of stuff floating, I can tell you that much. But those are the core things that you can keep an eye out for right now.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So if anybody wanted to find you, man, where they could find you at, man, on social media?
Facebook, IG. I think IG is Down Pat, the number 2, the word the Def, ENT. And then Facebook is again Down Pat, the number 2, the word the Def, no ENT, just after that. That's it. Yeah, and that's where you can find me.
Man, for sure, man. Got any shout outs you want to give?
Shit. Shout out to you, first and foremost. Shout out to On Point. Shout out to Snap Mode Click, Pontiac, Michigan, Melanie Rutherford, Maddie P, Ski, Mr. Ski. Big shout out to him. We've got some stuff coming. We did our song Perseverance, me, you, and On Point, and K Fix. Yeah. And I got another song with him, T-Rock, and Mr. Ski on it, and then he produced the beat. Big shout out to Jay Carenzai. Shit, man, I put me on the spot there, brother. Shout out to anybody doing their thing. Shit. You know?
Hell yeah, man. Well, as always,
shout out to my girl for putting up with my shit and having to listen to me record all the time.
Hey, I know that.
Because remember, she hears me without the beat. So all she hears is fucking obscenities and screaming and shouting. She goes, "What the fuck was that?"
I know the feeling, brother. I'll be going in here too, man. And she be looking at me like, man, you just don't hear this shit though. This shit right here. Wait till I play it through the speaker. Yeah. You don't hear this shit. Wait till I'm done. You know, but
yeah, she's like, that's great, babe. That sounds good. Let's keep doing it. Yeah,
man, I'm glad to have you on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, big salute to you. Big salute to everything you've done and what you're doing in hip hop, man. You know, we got a lot of work to do. 2021, man. We just gonna keep
oh yeah,
pushing, yeah, and keep the foot on their neck, man. So, you know,
yeah.
wish you many blessings, and you know, we just gonna keep killing the game this year, dog. You know,
You know what's up. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. We'll keep them coming, man.
yeah. So big salute to you, man. We'll chop it
Yeah,
up
man.
soon.
Salute to you. Appreciate you,
All right.
sir. Hey, everybody, make sure you tune into this platform. This guy's giving everybody an opportunity, man. Let's show him some love. Share it. Share the links. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be part of it.
I'm gonna get up with you. I gotta get up with you on point also. In February, I'm doing another one of them shows like I did in December. I got 20
Hmm.
artists coming through. So make sure y'all get y'all slots and stuff, man, so we can get, the times and all that stuff right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right,
All
man.
right.
Big salute, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
All right, brother. Be easy, man.
Peace.
All right, y'all. That was the homie Down Pat. Came through, did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's watching right now. We got Hash that came through. We got the homeboy J Bone came through. We got Darnisha came through. You know, and everybody just tapped in and hit like and all that good stuff, man. This shit is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, man. Y'all just don't know. You never know who we gonna have on next. But let me tell you about the next show. On the next show, we got. So next week, we got EJ coming through. He's a social worker. We're gonna be talking about this is gonna be a little different type of show, man. You know, we always do music, but I want him to come through to talk about mental health. He's a social worker, so we're gonna talk about mental health, PTSD, and all that good stuff, man. I feel like it's only right that we, excuse me, talk about this because we never know what people are going through behind their four walls. So I want to tap into these people, so we can talk to them and let them know that they're not alone and different ways that they can cope with different stuff like this. So we got him coming on. Oh yeah, and the guest appearance that'll be coming through also will be Blood Raw, formerly a CTE that was with Jeezy label. He'll be coming through also on that show. He'll be co-hosting. Well, I'm not gonna say co-host. He'll be making a guest appearance. Let's do that. He's gonna come on and we're gonna talk about it. So everybody, make sure you come through. And if you know people that's dealing with mental health issues or like PTSD, et cetera, let them know on February the 3rd at I got 9 p.m., but I think it's 8 that y'all, they can come and tap in and we're gonna talk. It's gonna be unity. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to downplay nobody or talk bad. This is gonna be a show that we all come and we bond together and we try to help one another because in our community and a lot of other communities, it's just things that we deal with. And us as men, us as men, sometimes it's hard for us to express how we feel. So we always keep it bottled up, and then when it does come out, it comes out in aggression or it comes out in anger or it comes out wrong, you know. So I think that if we do this, maybe like once a month, I think this would be something dope, long as we helping people. So I know I personally need it. I deal with mental health, you know what I'm saying, from being shot. So it's things like it's always good to be around people that have been through something similar to what you've been through and that you can just talk about it, man, and nobody's judging. So this next show, nobody's gonna be judging. It's just gonna be a dope show that you can come through and just you can either listen or you can request to come on to the show. I'm gonna have the link within the comments that you can come on if you just want to talk or ask questions to these gentlemen. You know what I'm saying, including myself, because I go through it, so we just gonna try to help in that way. And also on the 4th, that Thursday, we're gonna have Reginelli, formerly of No Limit. He was with Gambino. Well, he's with Gambino family. He's gonna be coming through also. So make sure y'all tap in. Then on the 10th, we got Scarfo coming through, and on the 11th, we got Hash. And on the 17th, we got Diggy A2 and then DJ Wiz on the 18th, man. So my calendar get booked real quick. Like real quick, man. It's like soon as I start getting to the end, it's like it just fills back up again. So it's nonstop, man. So I appreciate everybody that's in here tapping in with me. You know, this is something that I really wanted to do, man. Just not just for um just to come up here and play music, but it was something that I wanted to do to give back, you know, playing music for artists that just wanted to be heard. You know what I'm talking about? So big salute on that. So if y'all rocking with me, I appreciate it. If you share the link and all that other good stuff, tell everybody about the room. Y'all see all the great posts. We talk hip hop every single day in this room. You know, I get hit up all the time. People asking, when are you gonna open up the room? When you gonna open the room? When you gonna open the room? Where everybody can start posting. The reason why that I shut it down is people were spamming the room. So, and what I mean by spamming is they'll come and then they'll post one thing and then post it and post it and post it and post it and post it over and over and over again, that I had to go through and delete like 4 of the posts just so it'll be one, you know. So I tried to weed that out. Like I have over, like seriously, 970 posts that I have not, because I screen all the posts before they get on the site. So I have 970 posts of people that just came through and spammed the site, you know. So the site will be open soon. Eventually we're going to try to take this and move it over into my page, the 24/7 hip hop radio independent music movement page. And then this group, you know, once we keep this moving, it's going to be the hip hop group where everybody come through and they able to talk. But on that, on the radio page, there is going to be a spot where you'll be able to post your music and post your stuff on that, you know, because I want artists to feel like they can come through and be heard and all that good stuff. But eventually, once a month, I'm going to be picking a artist. Well, maybe not once a month. Maybe I might do it once a week. Once a week, I'm gonna pick an artist and then I'm gonna put them up as the announcement, and then let everybody rate your music, you know. And I'll do that every week. That way you'll get rated. You can see what people think about your music, and you know, they'll critique your whole craft to see, you know, to let you know, like, hey, the beat is cool, but the mixes need to be better. You know what I'm saying? Your verses is all right. You need to work better on your ad libs or something like that. You know, I want to do something like that, but just be on the lookout for February let me get y'all the exact date, because I want to make sure that everybody tap in on this. It is, hold on, let me get y'all the right date. Oh shit, there it is right there. So February the 17th. So February the 17th. The 17th. Hold up, man. Let me look at my calendar. Okay. We might have to change the date on that. I got it down for February the 17th, but February the 17th, I will have 20 slots open. So all you artists, pay attention now. I will have 20 slots open on February the 17th, where artists come through, and you got 5 minutes. I'll interview you, and you will have time to promote your craft. You can't play music. You can't play music. Don't come on trying to play no music or nothing like that, but you will be able to come on to the show. I will interview you, and you can promote everything, all your social media and all that good stuff. If you want to drop an acapella bar, long as it's within your 5 minutes, you can drop your acapella. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot play no music at all. You got 5 minutes. We had a great show last time I did this. We had a lot of artists on here. A lot of artists came through promoting, you know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of people that tapped in. So you got to realize that each one of these artists that was on here showed that they went live. So they people came on, and imagine now we had almost 20, close to 28 artists. So every one of those artists brought somebody on that was watching that show. Can you believe the networking? All right. So we doing this shit again. So you artists that want to be seen, you got 5 minutes. Holla at me. Hit me in my inbox. I'll give you all details. All right. We do have a lot of great people come through. You never know who's gonna be in them slots. We had Blood Raw come through. Supposed to have Reginelli came through, but my show got clipped. But we had Blood Raw come through, formerly as CTE Records. You know what I'm talking about? We had we had Down Pat, we had On Point, we had Hash, we had LaVarn, we had not LaVarn Show come through. We had a lot of great artists, and I think it's a great opportunity for people that want to be seen and want to be heard. So please make sure you tap in, man. We are really building a brand around here. We're not just talking about it. We fucking doing this shit. You can see the room. The room is jumping, you know. And I also got a new show that's gonna be coming that I ain't gonna talk about yet. But I'm gonna tell you that shit gonna be real dope next month when we do it though. Y'all gonna be like, man, how in the fuck they pull this shit off? How did he do it? But yeah, it's gonna be a dope ass show, and it's every week. It's gonna be like a damn TV show. Y'all gonna be sitting up here. I'm gonna have all my stuff lined up. I'm gonna have my people on, and it's gonna give you an artist to give a time for you artists to get your music rated right here in front of me, and it's gonna be cash prizes. Cash prizes, because I know money talk. So when I goddamn put this shit up and let y'all know, it's gonna be cash motherfucking prizes. So y'all gonna be able to win some damn money off this shit. So make sure y'all tap in with your homie OG Tech, man. I'm giving back. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my part. So big salute to everybody that rock with me. Y'all already know the movement is one team, one mission. Y'all know the group is the independent music movement. And I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. Let's go. OG Tech out this motherfucker, man.